During the Renaissance, there occurred an upsurge of interest in classical antiquity, especially Greek mythology. Many of the stories concerning Greek mythology originated with Homer's Odyssey. In Book 12 of his epic poem, Homer tells the story of an encounter between Odysseus, his crew, and the Sirens. Before the crew rows the ship close to the Sirens' island, the crew's ears are plugged with wax, and they tie Odysseus to the ship's mast. As they row past, the Sirens address Odysseus by name and tell him they know all that goes on in the world. At that moment, Odysseus wishes to be free, but his crew ties him tighter, and they sail safely past the island. Homer does not describe the Sirens' form or significance. Whatever their form, Sirens are dangerous creatures who lure sailors to their rocky island coast with their enchanting singing. Bewitchment or a deadly sleep results from hearing the Sirens singing, a singing that binds the mind and withers the victim. What makes their singing so enchanting and so dangerous? Perhaps the victim wastes away over a long period of time from lack of nourishment, or maybe the Sirens consume their victims. Da Vinci wrote in one of his notebooks, "The Siren sings so sweetly that she lulls the mariners to sleep. Then she climbs upon the ships and kills the sleeping mariners." Apollonio di Giovanni's Sirens depicted on this cassone, or marriage chest, are naked women standing in pairs upon the water. When telling the story, some Greek authors describe the Sirens in pairs. Odysseus is tied to the mast of the ship, and his crew stand on the ship's deck with their ears stopped. The chest fulfills the important purpose of teaching the couple morals through a narrative picture or scene rather than words. Designed to entertain and to encourage social engagement by the wedding couple looking at the stories together, the picture reminds them that heroes resist temptation. The story of Odysseus would have appealed to Christians in Renaissance Italy. Just as the Siren stood for sensual pleasures, Odysseus sails past them with open ears while remaining bound to the mast of reason. Or by stopping the ears, the crew avoids the shameful charms and enticements of human life. Homer does not say Sirens had bird forms of any kind, yet many artists, including ancient Greeks, rendered their Sirens as soul birds. Soul birds are an art form that goes back to the Egyptian Ba, the human-headed bird form that expresses the mobility of the soul after death. This hand-modeled terracotta statuette of a siren, which dates to about 500 BC, is Greek and tells the story of the mythical creature that lured sailors to their death. In about 1520, the workshop of Severo de Ravenna produced this candelabrum in the shape of a siren. Severo's siren is a combination of a woman and a bird but lacks wings. The siren is a land-dwelling predator who seduces men with her voice and body. Imagine in the darkness Severo's siren illuminating her own sweet face, breasts, and gently flowing curls with light from 2 candles flanking her head. But look more closely and you see that the candle sockets are attached to the ends of 2 elongated sea serpents' tails. On opposite sides of the bottom of her torso, sea serpents penetrate her skin with their long fangs. Their scaly tails twist and coil around her outstretched arms and wrists, flanking her naked torso. Their deadly tentacles are offset only by the beauty of her striking physical features, including her tender eyes, nose, mouth, and gentle fingers. The siren stands on the raptor's claw. At the base of her claw, 4 toe claws used for slashing, penetrating, and gripping the siren's prey have a sickle-shaped talon terminating at a sharp tip. Her whole body rests on the strength of her mortiferous talons. Like the cassone, the candelabrum is intended to remind anyone who looks at it to avoid the enchantress's deadly magnetism.